Well, you're right guys, how's it going? I'm just about to sort those condor out, if I can point to them. Oh, wrong way, there they are. Desperate need of potting up, so I've got to get on with those today, but that's a future video. This one, what have we got in this one? A Celariac trial at one of the plots. I sowed some climbing and dwarf French beans. They've come on leaps and bounds, there they are. Sorted out that tower over there, put some strawberries in the top and some fresh cocoa coir. And a few other bits and pieces, but I shan't tell you all of them because you won't bother watching. Here we go then. Oh yeah, just load up this Acqua tower. It's got, this is the proper cocoa coir. This is really, really rough chips. You can't use the bagged compost for this. I tried before, it just blocks the drainage holes. Well, they're not really, well, they are drainage holes, but they're holes that fill the next level down, you know. So I think that'll do for now. Got some strawberries in. A bit dry at the moment, but they'll be all right. That'll do. Let's take a bit of the compost off because it's not needed. Not really. Right, let's put some more in there. So I'm just checking for vine weevil after that last incident I had. Okay, I'll put that to one side, do the second one. That's a bit ropey, that one. You'd normally plant one of these up in situ with the tray on the tower itself. But never been known to do things normally. No, it's not too heavy, this one, so. Make sure there's no cocoa coir in the locating pegs. Pop them in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, smell that mint. Yeah, you see how light it is, you know. If it was wet, the cocoa coir was wet, it'd be quite heavy. Yeah, that's clean. On with the water catcher, on with the extension. You've got to be careful with this when it's running on a windy day. Well, apart from the fact it might blow over, but the water goes everywhere. And you can set the timer for the water, the pump. Many times you want a day, and as many minutes as you want a day per time. So I got it set at 2 minutes, 6 times a day. There we go, that's the 2 minutes up. The rest of the tower is going to have herbs in it, I suspect. So we've got a few more. How many got on there? 4. It's 24 little cells on it, and the same on that one there. Well, here we are then, a couple of days later. Strawberries are loving it. You know, sometimes in the back of your mind there's always that little nagging doubt about something. And I was what I was doing, I've got too many tomatoes. Everyone sows too many tomatoes. I've got too many. You know I number them, there they are. And I was just going through thinking I'll have 2 of these, save 2 of those, because I've got about 4 of each. And I'm thinking, Well, these are tumbler, and the M is mycorrhizal on it. These are tumbler. So I'm thinking, how can I have 6 tumblers left when I've only sowed 7? And I've put 4 in hanging baskets. So I got the I got the hanging basket down off the greenhouse rafters, if you like. And I'm thinking, well, it's a bit tall for a hanging basket tomato, isn't it? Because it's like touching the apex of the roof nearly. And I'm scrabbling around trying to find out what I've planted. Then I remembered I put that square pot in, and on the square pot is a number. Number 46 is, drum roll, it's the Heinz tomato, the Heinz 1350 I think it is, which probably accounts for why it's growing so tall. So I'm going to unpot these, unbasketize them, stick them in some pots and get the tumblers in there. Well, there we are, this is Digwell, warts and all. Well, those roots have made quite a bit of progress in, I think it's 4 days. Well, that looks a bit better. What a wally. Well, there we are. There's a bit more like a hanging basket, I think. Oh, God, I wonder what I put in there this time. Well, last year, in that bed there at the end, I had a load of Celariac. And I harvested them about 3 weeks ago now. There was only 2 of the, well, I had 5 and I had 3, and the 2 that were left, they were just absolutely hollow. I mean, to be honest, the 3 that I had weren't the best Celariac in the world. Mind you, they're pretty ugly things anyway, but no, they were slug eaten. So what I'm doing, and I'll just walk you down here quickly. What I'm doing is I've got this bed here all prepared. That's where the rhubarb were. I just lifted those. And I've got 6 slug prevention methods and a control. So what I'm doing, I'm planting these 7 Celariac in that bed. And the 6 control methods are the ferric organic slug killer pellets, Slug, Grazer's slug deterrent, a piece of roofing felt, piece of wool mat, and some Stroach. So I'm going to plant the Celariac in a set order, and the order will be the control at the far end, because I'm least likely to touch that one, then the wool, then the Stroach, then the Slug, then the felt, then the pellets, and then the Grazers. And the Grazers at this end, because I walk past here and I can give it a spray. The control at the far end, it's too far away to walk to, so I won't touch it. Well, there we are, the 7 Celariac Monarch are in the ground. So we've got nothing at the end, wool matting, Stroach, Slug, roofing felt, organic slug pellets, and Grazer's slug deterrent spray. Let's see how we get on. And what I'll be doing, I'll be planting things on the outside of those anyway. It's not going to be a wasted bed, if you know what I mean. Just plugging on a few brassicas, I think. Yeah, 122. Brassica red Grenoble, not germinated at all. Well, 1. Weird. 23, 24, 25, 26. So we've got Brussels Brody, Crispus, Darkmar 21 and Red Bull. So I'm going to plug them on. 15 cell tray for this, the old container wise. Mother Earth compost. Just bought some more this morning. They knew what I wanted when I went in. Right. And I'm going to poke these out individually actually, because I want to save these lettuce on the end here. I don't want to, well, I can poke them out, push them back in and blow it. Yeah, I'm sure they won't mind. I've probably said it before, but I much prefer these older Agriland plug trainers to the new ones. They just seem to pop out a bit higher. I don't know, perhaps it's just me, I don't know. I got far too many as usual, so I think I'll just probably do 6 of each. I won't need that many. I'm only going to put a couple out and I'm going to try different ones, so might even put these a bit deeper again as usual, but they'll be alright. There we are. One day I'll get really neat and have all the seed leaves lined up, but that day is not today. And there's the Brussels sprouts I just plugged on. I love that saying, plugged on. Yeah, I don't need all of them. Probably take 2 of each variety and give the rest away, but you never know, because if some die off, then I've got some spares. There's an unusual momentary lapse in the hedge trimmers, lawn mowers, strimmers, motorbikes, microlights and aeroplanes going by. So I'm going to quickly show you what I'm going to do, then I'll show you what I've done. These are my pico cucumbers. They're a little bit leggy. Now, you're not supposed to pot cucumbers up too deeply, like that, because they'll rot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant a couple up deep, one up normally, and I'm going to ridge, so mound up one of them. And we'll see how it goes. Right, there we go then, left to right, we've got the mounded up one, then the normal one, and these 2 here are planted deeply. So they're going to have a good drink from below, and we'll see, you never know. Alright guys, got my transitions glasses on. Let's see how quickly they change colour in the sun. Stupidly wearing a white t-shirt, brilliant sunny day. Now what I've done this time, I've turned the ND neutral density filter on the camera just to see if I can get a bit more detail in the shadow here. Anyway, time to sow some climbing French beans, seeing as it's the end of April. And I've got 5 types, far more than I need as usual, far more. What we got? Let's have a look what we got here. Hang on, in no particular order. French bean, Blue Lake. Veitches climbing from the Heritage Seed Library. Blue Hilda from Danny. Cobra. Now these are sow by packed year ending 2019. Sow by year ending 2021. So we'll see how we get on. And my own Berlotto. Or is it Berlotti? Berlot something beans. And they're 137, so what are they now? Right, yeah. So what I'm going to do, the compost is not soaking wet, the compost is very wet anyway. It's, you know, you could, this isn't it, but you could almost mould it into a shape. It's a little bit damp in the bag, shall we say, which is probably good for these. So I'm just wetting them a bit, wetting the cells. Yeah, just so that when the beans sit on the compost, they're already given a kickstart in life. And I've taken care to assemble the books correctly with the right overlap on each one, because I've seen quite a few channels where they're back to front. Anyway, so what I'm going to do here, 2 in each, I reckon, and 2 in each, and weed out the, oh, are they pretty? Look at those. These are my own saved ones, these are. I'm surprised I've managed not, I'm going to put 1 in each, I don't need 2, do I? Oh, I don't know. Decisions. Oh, let's put 2 in, we can always take 1 out, can't we? Let's cut 1 off on the, you know, might not be very viable. Next 138, that's Danny's Blue Hilda. Dinky little ones they are. Oh, come on, Danny, I mean, you weed them out and give me the poxy little ones, haven't you? Yeah, I know your tricks, mate. 139, Blue Lake from the Veg Growers, white ones. Veg Growers Podcast Club. I've said it before, it's a good club. £5 a month, 6 packets of seeds, plus all the other benefits of membership, like like-minded people chatting together, you know. 140. These are the totally different colour. These are the black ones. These are the cobras. Here we are then. I'll just show you before we pack in, just show you what the veitches are like. I can't remember. Purpley colour. Very pretty. So I'll do those in a minute. I shan't bother filming that. Following swiftly on from the climbing French beans, I'm doing the dwarf ones today. And strangely, these are all saved seeds. I got Borlotto, or is it Berlotti? I had different websites, different names, it was weird. So got my own Berlottos, Dwarf, confusing that because I've also got climbing burlottos, so I have to be careful. I'm pretty sure they're dwarf. Yeah, I wouldn't have written dwarf on it, would I? Talk to myself here, Steve. My own Faraday, these were fantastic last year. I've never had such a good cropping French bean as those. And these are, now I've got to pronounce this. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Dalmaziano beans. And these come from Leanne over at Leanne's Kitchen Garden and Plot. Thanks a lot, Leanne. I'll stick your link down below in the description. Go and check her out. Great channel. My own seed for 2022, a colourful bean, beige with stripes and purple spots, 15 seeds. So I look forward to those. Right, and 3 lots. I'm just going to do eight cells in the old root trainer. I was going to drop 2 in each like I did last time. Let's have a look at the colour of them. Oh, they're the same. Exactly the same as the other Bellottos. I had some one year and they were white with red spots, and I'm sure they were Bellottos. Leanne's next. I'm doing alphabetically, look, so yeah, D. And it says on the packet there's 15 of those. There's 2, yes, that'll be right. These have got a sort of stripe on them. I'll tell you what, they're very... Let me zoom in on that. I'll zoom in on that. Very, very similar. Ooh, yeah, that was the right one. And Faraday. And these are white. Wants to get in, let it roll off my hand. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know why I'm counting them for, because there's 8 cells and 2 in each. So stupid, really. These are more of your classic green bean. These are more for, I always dry these and use them in stews and soups and things like that. I say always, not always, I do use them. That'll do. Let's go and write this up before I forget what I've done. Right guys, here's what I mean about assembling the books properly. They come like this, all sort of flat packed when you buy the replacement ones. There's a spider's eggs in there. And the correct way to put them together is so that they interlock like that. See, let's do it right and I'll show you wrong. So they're like that. So they're solid. Okay? And that is the wrong way to do it because they collapse, look. Incorrect. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. Oh, that's right. You see what I'm doing? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so when you do them, get them that way around. Not so bad with new ones because they tend to spring into shape, but your old ones, they need sorting out. Okay.